head on here.
Let me go.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're live. Welcome to It's So Live, guys. Well, we still got a ways to go. You still see the chicken.
Well,
But that's better. I mean,
Okay.
we're not going to see anything on the counter.
well,
right now.
okay, we can tip it down later.
Okay. As long as the rubber band doesn't.
It's not funny.
Okay, it's official now. Denise is here.
Yay!
Yay. So
It's so live, and it's so tempting with Stephanie tonight
I'm back.
and me.
And you'll be seeing a lot more of me for the next summer,
Yes, because Darla has municipal band concerts on Thursday nights.
which are awesome. So if you're not going to be watching us, or if you want to take us with you and go to the band concert, it's in Ames. It's at the Band Shell. I don't know the name of the park.
It's Bandshell Park. It's
Band
on
Shell Park. Okay.
It's on Duff near Main Street, near the power plant.
And
Ought to
it's
give you
great.
enough points.
I've gone to a couple of them,
Okay.
and the 4th of July one is always awesome.
That's what Darla said. She goes, if
Yeah.
you're going to go to one, go to the 4th of July one.
Yeah. We took Arthur a couple of years ago
Okay.
to that, and it was very cool. I mean, we just sat out there with our chairs, and it was great. So
I've never been to the municipal band concert, but the Ames JCs does Ames on the Half Shell on Friday nights, starting this Friday night through the month of June.
okay.
And they do live band, so live music. They've got
Oh, fun.
4 or 5 different bands scheduled every Friday night. It's from like 5 to 8. There's usually a food truck.
Are they fairly local bands?
Central Iowa.
Okay. Well,
So
support local.
yeah, yeah.
We're all about that.
And they're the ones we've been to are awesome. You know, right now, concerts with popular people are really expensive,
Tell me about it.
but
Oh my gosh.
some of the local cover bands are amazing.
And we've had some for Scandinavian days.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're usually pretty good.
Yeah,
too.
so go
And
out.
that's coming up.
Yes, go out and support your local bands at different venues. The wineries, several cities have stuff. You know, look
There's
it
our
up.
plug. It's not quilts related, but it's still a good thing.
It's your summer fun.
Exactly. And let's face it, not as many people sew in the summer, but you can go shopping.
Yes,
And,
And
that's
it's air
what we're here
conditioned.
for.
So-
Yes.
there you go.
Or at least lots of fans.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So
We're going to start with our block of the month. We started this last week, but if you'd like to join us, there are still 6 slots available. So you can either call the shop, go on our website. I believe it's under classes. It's a $10 registration fee, and that covers kind of our costs for cutting the kits. Then every month it's $36 a month.
mhm.
You get,
Cool fabric.
yeah, really beautiful
It's-
fabric.
I have to say, when I originally saw this, I was like, it's okay fabric.
Yeah.
But then it came in.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
And we
I was
unwrapped it and
all
went,
about
oh,
it.
it's sparkly, shiny
Yeah.
in places. So that's cool.
Well, and the last time we did, or one of the last times, last time we did a block of the month, it was batik.
Yes.
But our first block of the month had a pearlescent
Yes.
with it. So the fact that we have another,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
fabric. You'll definitely like it.
And like I said, yeah, that's $36 a month. You get fabric to make 2 of the identical blocks for the first 6 months. And then month 7 is your sashing, cornerstones, and borders. So it's only 7 months.
So
it's not a full year.
Yeah, you don't have to do the whole 12 month
Yeah.
forever kind
And
of
it's
thing.
just a nice throw size. It's not even a full queen. So if you don't have a long arm, you could quilt it on your domestic. Stitch in the ditch.
Yeah.
Fill in.
Fill in a few spots if you want.
Yeah.
Or just, cover some of those lines and you're pretty much done.
Yep. So that's our block of the month. Pretty fabric. New things this month, not really new, but restocked. We have the Creative Grids 6.5-inch square and the itty bitty 2.5-inch square.
You don't think that this one is going to be that big a deal, but it totally is. Now, if you're one of those people that likes to use the handle on all of these, and I love the handle, I love the Quilter Select handle. Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
She has it right there. I will say, it does not work on the 2.5 inch.
Okay.
And I
Oh, because
it's
the whole
really sad, but it took me like 3 weeks to figure it out. Way back in the day. I've known for several years. But there is the little hole that we use to hang it up. Am I even showing it? I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there's a little hole in there. And this is suction.
Yeah, so that doesn't work.
It does not suction when you have the hole in it. So there you go. Lesson learned. I'm sharing my knowledge with you.
And this is one more that if you got a lot of 2.5 inch half square triangles, one more way to square them up.
Yeah, it makes it, and it's nice when you don't have to actually move it over. And if you have one of the
Rotating
mats, you just scoot it over, cut it again, scoot it again. You don't even have to pick it up, which is really nice.
Yeah, so those are our new
Restocked
items that the 2.5 inch we've been out of for a long time. So we finally got those. So that's exciting.
Yes.
So,
where do you get? I go to
classes? Let's do classes.
Okay. So we've got some classes coming up. So our June class is going to be Stellar. And sorry, my hand shakes. Anyway, this is going to, and both of these classes are paper piecing.
Yes.
So if you want to learn paper piecing, these are really awesome classes.
Yes.
This one is so nice because it's straight lines. Everything's straight lines, but they're bigger pieces.
Yes.
You don't feel like you're trying to do itty bitty kind of things. So if you want to start, this is a good one to start with.
It is.
It's very good. And the fact that we're doing it with ombre fabric means that you actually save money because you don't have to have all of the different pieces.
28 colors on there.
Yeah.
With your whites and grays. And we took 8 ombre fabrics, and you can get your dark clear down to your center. On the pattern, Chris Hobbs design, she used white. When we did the class the first time, we were able to use the really, really pale of the ombre.
Right.
Instead of white in the center.
Because the ombre goes from super light to super dark.
Yeah.
And it depends on the colors. Just because we tried to match Chris's colors does not mean that you have to match Chris's colors. If you want to do 2 colors or 1 color, and you just want to do 1 color all the way around, you can cut back on the amount of fabric that you get. You can make it yours. This is not dictated. So anyway, that class is coming up, and that is at 10 a.m. on Thursday, the 11th. So that is going to be very fun. Pat is always a good teacher on that one.
She is.
So, and don't ever let anybody tell you that you're talking upside down. Just don't even think about it, because I've had too many people come in here and say, I can't do it because it's upside down and backwards, and it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
And the more
it's just sewing right sides together.
And if you've done paper piecing and you're like, I don't know, do it some more, because eventually it will probably click.
Yeah.
It took me several. So I did birdhouses way back when the shop first opened. Yeah. I did the cute little penguin pillow cover that Pat taught that was a Chris Hobbs Designs. I did Stellar. I did the
Whirl.
Yeah, I did Whirl, and I did the Frolicking Fish.
Okay.
And after I did Stellar, I started doing some of Carol Doak's patterns. And I don't know what happened, but it finally clicked. And I'm like, oh, I get it.
Sometimes you need different people too. So like we love Chris.
Yes.
I mean, we love Chris's patterns. They're great. But that doesn't mean you can't try other people or listen to different people on, even if you go to a class and you get the basics, you can go on to, say, YouTube and watch somebody else do it.
Yeah.
And watch somebody else do it. And then it's sort of like, oh, that made sense.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't mean that Pat isn't teaching. It's just Pat has a certain way of teaching, and it might not click with your brain. But she does a really good job.
She does.
So you're going to get a really good foundation, no matter whether it clicks or not.
After it finally clicked, my Frolicking Fish was only about a third of the way done. I finished it one afternoon because it clicked. Wow. I had all the fabric cut, so that made it easy. Faster. Yeah, but the piecing, boom, done. So I need to quilt that one.
See, I need to finish my penguin because I got most of the way through my penguin, but I was taking the class while I was working.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I love the penguin, and I really want to get the penguin done, but I haven't gotten there yet. So, anyway, and then, so that was June. Now for July. In July, we have what they are calling festive.
Many festive foundations. So it is 3-inch blocks.
Little tiny dudes that you can make whatever you want out of it. So these are just some that Pat has worked up for us with all the different colors. And this is just a basic square and square in square.
Yep.
Triple square. But this you can make without paper piecing, but the accuracy, especially when you're working with tiny pieces.
Yes, on a bias.
Is going to be fantastic with this. And it's partly because you're sewing with, you've got the paper. So that's why it's called paper piecing.
There we go.
I was a little slow at the beginning when I first heard about it. I'm like, why are you sewing on paper? It doesn't make any sense. But all of these are such cute designs, and Chris did a great job of them.
Yes.
She actually has 3 sets.
Yes, so this is bundle 1. And there are 2 other bundles. They've all got Christmas themed stuff in them. And then like this one's got the square and the square and this starry kind of looking one. So each set has some, she called them gold blocks, but
I like the ice skate.
yes. That one
At
was
first
cute.
I thought it was a stocking, and then I'm like, oh no, it's actually got ice skates on it. Not that I can ice skate,
The stocking is in one of the other bundles. She does have a stocking.
but I like the angel here. That would be a good one too. And the sled. I mean, that's a classic sled. If you guys don't know sleds,
That's a sled.
that's your sled. So anyway, those classes, if you're interested in July, put them on your calendar. You've got now is this just one each?
Yes.
Okay. So you've got the 7th, you've got the 9th, you've got the 11th. Actually, all of these are at 1 p.m.
Yep.
So 7th, 9th, 11th, you've got the 15th, you've got the 17th, and you've got the 18th. So you've got 2 Saturdays and then 1 day each of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Right.
So
hopefully you can make that work.
one of those, it's 2 weeks in a row where she's got everything going, but it will be good. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun.
And if you're out shop hopping, plan your hop around this. You could go hop in the morning, go have some lunch, come in, pack your machine and all your goodies, and then come in here at 1 and take the class. And it's from 1 to 3, I believe, or 2:30, somewhere in that range. And
then you can even fit another place in because we're so close to the other shops around here.
Yeah, so get your magazine, plan your route, schedule a class, pack your bags, come see us.
And we've got hotels in town. So if you decide you want to stay around here and not have to go too far, we've got a hotel so you can get started for the next day, go in another direction.
And if you need hints for lunch, I've got a list of Story City's locals, their hours, their addresses, and what they serve.
Excellent.
So, we're ready for Shop Hop.
We're ready. We're excited. Well, we didn't do it last year.
Yeah.
So now we're like, okay, we're ready for this.
What do we need to do? What do we got to do? What do we want to do?
Yeah. So much to show, so much to see. Come see us in Story City.
Yeah.
What is it? The City of Stories. Did you know? Okay. Little known fact. Did you know that Story City has its own overture? Like a musical piece written.
I did not.
It was composed back in, the guy was born in 1856, but there was a composer, or he became a composer, graduated from Iowa State, or what was future going to be Iowa State. He wrote the Story City Overture, or the Overture of Story City. Depends on who you do it. And then one of our local people who have gone on, Jared Hart, has redone by finding the pieces, because the pieces were up in a museum up in Minnesota for some reason. But he has rewritten it. So that is really cool. And I just found out about it the other day.
So did they play that a couple weeks ago at the thingy they had in town? I don't remember what it was.
It was the world premiere of the City of Story Cities and the City of Stories. That's what Jared wrote.
Okay.
And so he composed all that. And then we also got to hear the Story City Overture, which was amazing.
Cool.
So there you go. More information about Story City, more reasons to come visit.
Support your small towns.
Exactly.
You know,
All small towns.
Yeah. You live in a small town, dig into your history.
So anyway, I babbled. Do you have other things
Oh,
you want to go on? I'm easily distracted.
No, you're good. You're good. For Shop Hop and the month of June, our Marty Michelle products are 40% off. So we have a whole end cap and a little basket of stuff, and a few others I haven't moved. I'm just like, where did those go?
Oh, there's still other parts.
But we've got all kinds of Marty Michelle stuff, and she has quit producing this. So
and they are totally worth it.
They are. They are. This is a cute zigzag geese. So how to do flying geese.
And I made this one, and I have to say I was not originally thinking, I'm like, flying geese. Ugh.
Yeah.
I did it. I made that one with African fabric.
Oh, yeah.
And it turned out really well. I mean, I was really proud of myself when I got done with that one.
And then this is a Kaleido ruler. I don't know whether you can see. No, you can't see it. But anyway, it's a Kaleido ruler.
Would this work?
Yes. There we go.
There.
There we go. We just pulled like 3 items out of all the items we had over there to show tonight. But anyway, Marty Michelle stuff starting June 1st, 40% off. When it's gone, it's gone. So check your stash at home, make a list, and then come fill in the gaps.
Yeah. And we've got patterns, and every pattern has the template in it. So if we're out of templates, you still have access to it.
Yep.
It's just a paper template instead of the plastic template. Or whatever plastic. I mean, it's
acrylic or whatever. Yeah.
But anyway, they're fabulous stuff. It is a sew it accurate the first time kind of thing. And I have to admit, I was a little scared when I first started. And then I had to start teaching the classes.
See, we used those, the first block of the month the shop did. We used set A or B. Okay, A.
It was A, and then you might have ended up with C.
Okay. I have both of those, so probably. But I have several others. Because I took the Marty Michelle, we had a club that met once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And we came in every month, and the shop demoed a new ruler and a pattern and a kit.
Mm-hmm.
And we went home and sometimes did it.
And sometimes just looking at it, went, eh.
I have 2 still in the drawer at home that aren't done, but everything else is at least
started
pieced.
Well, and some things we looked at it and we're like, we're making this. And then you look at it and you go, no, I'm making a pot holder. So sometimes it's just not what you want to do. It's like, I was not thrilled with houses, making houses.
Yeah.
That was not
that
my
one's
happy
not pieced.
thing.
It's all cut out. It's all on a board, all laid out. And I worked on it again over the winter because I'm like, I really should do this. I really should. I did some.
But sometimes certain ones are just not your thing. But now's your chance to grab the ones that do appeal to you. And they have some where we have apple core.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that can be one that can be a really tough one to do. But this makes it so much easier to cut.
Yes.
And so I highly recommend that one. And that's just one piece. I mean, it's only one template.
Yep.
It makes it quick and easy. You can cut random fabric. You can use up your stash. You can do however you want and just make your quilt out of it.
And there's 2 different sizes for the drunkard's path. So if you want to do a curve, but you're kind of afraid of it, the templates are great.
Yes. That was like magic.
Yes.
When the first time I did that, I was like, oh, and I sort of, it just laid out so flat and so nice.
Yeah.
It was very exciting.
That was one that's actually finished. It's hanging as you walk into my sewing room. It's just a wall hanging, I don't know, 30 by 30.
Was that the turtles?
No, this was the blue with the bear paws in the corners and the drunkard's path in the center.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was like the second or third one.
Yeah.
It's sad that I know these things.
I know. It's been a while.
We go back to the day. But see, the smaller of the Drunkard's Path.
Yes.
That's when I did the
Turtles and the doves.
Doves, yes.
That's in that pattern. Okay.
Yeah. And those were different because you sewed, it was like all applique,
Mm-hmm.
which is when I learned that applique is my 4-letter word. It is not my happy spot.
But if you did it
I did it.
more,
I have done a lot of applique,
Okay,
considering
maybe.
how much it's not my thrill. But I did it on that quilt that I sort of created that was an adaptation of Stephanie Brandmeier's.
okay.
Brennenberg.
Yes.
Brennenberg. Yeah, because I just kept sewing.
Just
Sometimes,
keep sewing, just
yeah,
keep sewing.
Dory and I are this close. Sew until you run out of fabric. And then you can sew
I'm
a
going to
new
be
quilt.
sewing forever. Oh, you mean that particular
That
fabric.
particular
Oh,
fabric.
okay,
That's
okay.
what I did. I ran until I had like this much fabric, and then I was like, okay, that I can throw away. Then my quilt was done.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Although it's never been quilted, so maybe I have a few steps left.
Well,
We do have access, I know.
yeah, you
I
get
know.
there.
Well, now I might have some time.
Right.
I'll be back. Guys.
Yes. Yes. So.
Okay, sorry. Yet again, I digress. I apologize, guys. I haven't done this in a while.
That's okay. I'm glad you're here.
Because otherwise we'd be done by now.
Well, and I'd be talking to myself, or I don't know.
It
Although
is hard.
Dwayne said he would hang out if you didn't make it. So
Thanks, honey. He's waving in case you can't tell.
So our demo for the night is the Creative Grids Curvy Log Cabin.
You want me to try and tip it down?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay. Dwayne, be on call in case this rubber band doesn't work.
I'll turn the camera or the computer around so you can see kind of where you're going.
Okay.
We need to get to here.
But I just hold it down.
Well, that works too. That works too. So this is the 4-inch Curvy Log Cabin. We also have a 6-inch and an 8-inch. And what you end up with is a cute little block like that.
That is very cool. Because you did the small side and the large side, right?
This is what makes it curvy. Because yeah. So you do 3 rounds. The ruler is awesome. There's a QR code on there that you can scan with your phone that'll take you to their YouTube that tells you how to use it.
Okay.
For your center square, you need 1 inch and 1/8 little square to
So
start
little
out
tiny.
here. But it gives you the template in the corner. So you've got that. Then you sew on 2 wides and 2 skinnies. And I just cut mine because this is a 4-inch square. I cut mine at 5, and my longer size I cut at 7. So you cut, and it
Okay.
tells you to cut them at, what is it? Narrow strips. You cut 1 1/4 inches, 1 1/8 to 1 1/4 inches, sorry. And the wide strips you cut at least 1.5 inches wide. So it tells you on the ruler. It tells you on the little instructions. It's got more pictures. Like I said, the YouTube video is great. So I've done got my centerpiece, and I've sewed my first 4 around. We're going to trim the wide ones first. This says wide round 1. So I'm going to line up my little red spot in the round 1. And I am going to trim across there and there. And then I am going to rotate the block and the ruler. So this is narrow round 1. We're going to line that square and the dotted lines with my seam lines. And there is your round 1 block. Now you would then sew 2 more wides and 2 more narrows on. And that would give you one that looks like that.
And you trim after each round, right?
Yes. So you sew one on, you press it open. And you always press to the outside. So the back looks really nice and funky. I don't know if you can see
Maybe get
that.
it closer. I can try and get it closer.
Yeah.
I think you can see it.
Yeah. But I used, talking about pressing, I used the Soline Aqua Pen with my favorite starch solution in it.
Yay!
And that's what gives me the crisp press lines. This one, I did not starch, and it's kind of and it was pressed with the same iron, same heat, but they just aren't crisp. So that was my first practice block there. So back to using the ruler. So this is round 2. We always cut the big side first, unless your pattern tells you otherwise. So back to wide, round 2. So we're going to round up wide, round 2. That one I must have trimmed a little bit because it's all good. And don't yell at me for not closing my rotary blade. I know where it's at. We're going to turn the block around. We're going to go to narrow, round 2. Line up my seams, line up my square. And if you had a rotating mat, this would be really nice.
Yeah.
So that is your round 2 block. And then we're going to add one more row of wide, wide, narrow, narrow. So that's what that one is. So go back to, this one has a white center. That's your round 1 or round 3, sorry. This is where the rotating mat would come in really handy because that one is for both wide and narrow.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see if the confused lefty can.
Yeah, it's an all lefty kind of show.
There.
Very nice.
So
just be careful cutting towards yourself.
Yes. That is your 4-inch block. Now, what can you do with those? I'm going to cut one more of those because I need a 4th one. I'm like, why do I have one left over? All right, so we go back to the center. Round 3. There we go. Now I've got 4 blocks. And the fun thing you can do with these is you can make a circle. If you put 4 of those blocks together, you've got a circle.
That is really cool.
And if you turn them the other way, you get a star. So depending on how you put your blocks together, depends on the secondary or the pattern that you get.
Now, I've seen some people do opposite squares, like you take the 2 opposite corners and flip them.
So this way.
And then you end up with like a fan kind of look.
Okay. And then the more you do, the more it...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can really pretty much line it up. You can put them all facing the same direction and then you end up with another look altogether. So...
Yeah.
So, I mean, they just look like individual little blocks then.
Yeah. That's what's fun about the log cabin is you can rearrange them different ways
Mm-hmm.
And come up with different patterns. Now, this one, like I said, this is the Curvy 4-inch log cabin. If you buy the Curvy and the regular 4-inch log cabin, you can do this little Nomi guy.
And we have him hanging up behind us that
Yep.
you'll see when we're done here.
We have this cute little owl that requires both the 4-inch ones. We've got this cute little penguin.
And you can see in the background of this one that it's very obviously the straight one behind.
Yes.
And then a lot of them are curvy
Yeah,
for the outside
and
of
the
them.
reds are and the whites are the curvy parts. And then this one was a class several years ago. It requires just a regular straight 4-inch one.
Mm-hmm.
but it was a lot of fun. And we do have that one hanging up behind me as well.
And that one actually has some papers that you can sew on that's sort of like paper piecing
Yes,
for
to
the
get your
stars.
stars, because they're really small.
Yeah.
Really small.
Which are, you know, about the size of what Chris is doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And we do have a couple packs of those templates. So we took this one and the display to the vending show in April, and I sold all 6 patterns, and I sold every ruler I had. I ended up coming to the shop and picking up the last 2 we had for Saturday and sold both of those as well. So we have restocked.
oh, cool. Suppose, you know what, I just realized I probably should be setting this back up and moving you back up because you're talking and I'm just still showing what you have done on the ground.
That's all right. I can see what
Okay.
I've done.
There we go.
So,
Okay, now we're back.
all
Well,
right.
here, I'll go a little bit higher just in case I decide to join you. But now you can see the flag and the
The Nomi.
gnome / Santa, depending on, that
Which
is
is
not
fine.
straight.
I don't think the whole camera's straight.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but that's the best I could do.
We're using a different camera tonight because the camera we had would not connect to my computer. So we'll figure it out.
At least we have you and you know what you're doing.
Yeah. And
Because
do we have any
Oh,
any
sorry.
questions?
I haven't been looking on that. Okay. Robin says she likes the kaleidoscope ruler and the instructions for, and that must have been
The Marty Michelle.
Marty Michelle. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the log cabin on point. They kind of look like.
Oh, so you can almost, like this could look like a gnome because it's the red nose.
Okay. Gotcha.
So maybe it's like this.
There we go.
Maybe that makes more
green
sense.
hat, white
That
beard.
makes more sense. There
Unless
you go.
unless
Thank
you've
you.
got-
See?
unless you got Grinchy gnomes.
So these are simple gnomes compared to the elaborate gnome.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make your own little gnome.
Ornaments.
Yeah. Yeah.
String up, make a whole bunch of them. String it up, make a bunting.
Depending on what fabric you decide to use, you could just make the hats all the different colors and make the beards all. But you got the red nose.
Yeah.
Or the peach nose or whatever.
Color you choose your Nomi nose to be.
That's a great idea. I hadn't even thought of that one. Brilliant.
Well, I think that's
Okay.
it for tonight.
Okay. Yay. We made it through. We survived, guys. Okay. So, you have a
That's-
sign off?
We don't. I know yours used to be what, go sew something great?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you never know where you might be. Just go sew.
Yes.
So, have a wonderful evening.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I hope you know how to turn it off.
I do. I remember.